Here we're going to integrate 1 over square root of x squared plus 1. Your u substitution attempt will not work here, unfortunately. So we're going to use tangent theta substitution. So let x be equal to tangent theta. So in this technique, we're going to draw a right triangle. Tangent, by definition, is opposite over adjacent. So our angle theta here, opposite is x, adjacent is 1, x over 1 is x, and our hypotenuse will be square root of x squared plus 1 by the Pythagorean theorem. If x is tangent theta, then the x is the derivative of this, which is secant squared theta d theta. Now we're going to write everything in terms of theta. So our integral turns into 1 over square root of, instead of x, we have tangent theta, so x squared will be tangent squared theta. And instead of the x, we have secant squared theta d theta. Now let's rewrite everything. Our integral is secant squared theta over tangent squared theta plus 1 is equal to secant squared theta using the Pythagorean identity on the trigonometric identities. So here will be square root of secant squared theta instead of this expression here and d theta. Now square root of secant squared theta is just secant theta because we take the square root. And secant squared theta divided by secant theta is just secant theta. Now we know the antiderivative of this, which is ln of tangent theta plus secant theta plus c. If you would like to know how we derive this, please revisit number 1 in this video series. Now we're going to bring theta back. We said that x is equal to tangent theta, and we can square on both sides, so we get x squared is equal to tangent squared theta, and tangent squared theta from the Pythagorean identity, if we pull out here tangent squared theta, we obtain secant squared theta minus 1. Let's rewrite secant squared theta minus 1 from the Pythagorean identity above. Now we're going to solve for secant here. So secant squared theta will be equal to x squared plus 1 if you add 1 on both sides, and if you take the square root now, you're going to obtain secant theta is equal to square root of x squared plus 1. Now we can substitute secant theta into here and tangent theta into here. Now our answer is ln of x plus square root of x squared plus 1 plus c is the answer.